As the church renews itself to maintain its relevance in the changing society, its young leaders who will one day be at the helm of the institution have every confidence in its future. It's not only in the movies or among other professional groups that you find couples of like mind. They're also to be found in the church. The Reverend Monique Campbell and the Reverend Garfield Campbell are husband and wife.
Increasingly, we're becoming a country that is impoverished spiritually. There's no sense of my value. And so that lack of value affects how we interact. It affects every part of our society. What I am committed to doing is to working prayerfully for the Anglican Church within the context of Jamaica. I think we have a beautiful island that is marred by so much of the social ills and the political ills. And I want us as Jamaicans to hold on to what is right, what is important, what is valuable, what is most meaningful. And so I'm going to try in my own ministry, wherever I am placed, to have those values instilled.
The church will forever stand, because it is not even about us who are part of the church, because it is the church of Christ. And once it is God's church, it shall stand. But there are a number of young clergy I know, and even young Anglicans who are not clergy, who first and foremost, we have a passion for God. We love God. And we love our church. And we believe that the gospel message that we proclaim as a church is what this nation needs to move forward.
There are also siblings in the priesthood, the most recent of whom were ordained in July 2011. For brothers Khan Hunnigan and Rory Hunnigan, their entry into the church could not have been more contrasting. While one eyed the church and its ministry with some hesitation, the other embraced it with excitement. Ironically, they both ended up at the United Theological College of the West Indies, the UTCWI, at the same time. Enfolded in God's powerful embracing arms, Reverend Rory was led further into the heart of a God he always knew, talked about, and held dear.
With the Anglican Church, you're not forced to do anything. Well, I wasn't forced. And it allowed me to explore on my own also. And whenever I needed information, it was readily available to me. Speaking with Sister Phyllis, Sister Norma, Archdeacon Robertson, who was my rector at the time. So for me, it was just an exciting experience, because with what was happening generally in society, music, anything, we could talk about it and not being afraid to, or being say something and then you'll be condemned for it. And I would have friends ask questions, especially in terms of what you eat, in terms of the pork, and I would say, yeah, I love my pork.
While Reverend Rory was all embracing, well, his brother Khan had a different story.
You know, all these opportunities, I was looking at them, and I felt as if I didn't deserve these opportunities. What did I do? And my friends who I think deserved the opportunity didn't get them. And there's a sense that I wanted to give back. And I kept falling into that category more and more. I wanted to do something that would benefit other people. And borderline in that, I had the sense of greed. I wanted to be rich. I would love construction. It was exciting. I didn't want to become a teacher, which I did eventually. I wanted the exciting life. But then, you know, sitting down, thinking about it, there was something that was missing. It wasn't exciting enough. It didn't have a purpose. It was just falling into a groove that everybody else is falling into. And because of that, that helped to nudge me further and further in this line. My brother, the younger, he decided to go into ministry. I didn't want to go. I said, no, not me. I'm more the outgoing type.
Reverend Michael Allen has played an integral role in providing capacity building programs for Christian education and youth development in the diocese.
Anglicans have to be people who go out in our classrooms, in our business places, and lead by example. And as a matter of fact, that is why for the last few years, when it comes to the matter of education, the Anglican Church has been striving once again to reawaken the consciousness of our membership that we have a responsibility as stewardship of the nation because of all of these schools that we have. And these schools provide us with the golden opportunity of teaching people how to love again.
I believe that the church is in a stage of transition as much as the society is in a stage of transition. And we will have to do some serious reflection in terms of what does it mean to be Anglican Church in today's world. It certainly cannot be that we are going to try to recapture what was in the past. Those days are gone. There is need for renewal of the membership in terms of commitment or understanding of the faith. And how are we going to live that out? There needs to be an understanding of where the society is at. What are the dynamics impacting on our society? There are issues in terms of governance that we need to be a force giving some direction and guidance in terms of what governance will look like and the direction in which governance will take.
And my confidence in them reside not simply in the fact that of their ability. They are greatly skilled. They are bright youngsters, and I have said repeatedly, the future of the church is in excellent hands. It is because they are happy. They are happy and joyful young men, and I have had occasions to say that a happy priest makes for a happy congregation. The joy that these youngsters inspire in people within the congregation is something to behold.
Its young leaders continue to build on the solid foundation and legacy of the Anglican Church in Jamaica, even as new expressions of faith are integrated into its ministry. Indeed, the church is alive and well.